Hey, so this is the full unedited video of my trail ride at Hawes Trail. It is on Red Mountain Rush and the Sisters Loop. I only did the downhill portions because the uphill's pretty slow and boring. I want to say thank you to my grandparents for getting me this camera so I can share this with you, and thank you to my parents for getting me the tires, which I'll talk about a lot in the video. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy it, and please excuse my poor camera skills. I'm still working on that part.
Okay, I think it's recording. I'm gonna go ahead and double check. If it is, this is Red Mountain Rush up at Hawes Trail. This is the third time I've done it. First time I went with my friend Devin from GCU. It was really good. I will check to see we're recording here. Okay, yep. Looks good. This is the first time I'm using this camera, so we'll see if the way I have it mounted to my helmet's gonna work. If not, I'll figure something out, maybe do a little bit of 3D printing. Yeah, we'll see. So what we're doing is we're going to be going exactly where those two guys are. Now I'm not a very experienced rider. This is a Black Diamond trail, so yeah, not a great move, but we're not gonna worry about it for now. First time I did it, crashed like a few times. Well, probably a little bit more than a few, but second time I did really good, and that was by myself, so I was pretty happy about that. And this third time, the big change on this third one is I got these new wheels I just put on, Maxxis ones. So my mom did some research for me, and these look like they'll do pretty good. So yeah, make sure everything's all good. All right. So that was one of the more rough sections. It does get a bit smoother in some areas, and after I hit this, I'll go hit what's called the Sisters Loop. It's very, very smooth. It's really nice. So my tires before this were the original tires that came on the bike, and I had that for at least 4, almost 5 years now. So these new ones, they feel way better than what the old ones were, but the old ones were so deteriorated I didn't have much to compare them to. So yeah, I do recommend these Maxxis tires if you are in need of some fresh. I remember I crashed there the first time, and like right here too, but have gotten better. Oh, another quick mention, I also changed the brake pads, which so far has helped me out a lot in staying in control here. With the old brake pads, they were same situation as the tires, as old as the bike was. And last couple times I rode here, I was definitely having to be full squeeze on the grips there to have any sort of control over the bike. And same thing with the tires, actually. They were really bad at cornering, and I'm not sure why. I think it was just because the tread was so worn down that I was essentially riding race slicks out here. So I had to have them aired down to like 17 psi, which is extremely low, and they were still super hard to use and stay control with. But these ones, however, these feel great. So far, I'm still very impressed with my 4-year-old bike. This is, not even joking you, the third time I've gone out mountain biking on an actual trail. So once again, I don't have much experience to talk from, but I hope the camera angle's all good for you guys, but I'll check that once we get down. Oh, did not choose a great line, but some sections there isn't very many lines to choose, so. All right, I'll take a quick break here. So yeah, like I was saying, before I came down here, I was pretty much riding this bike completely stock wheels, tires, brake pads, pretty much everything. This is Specialized alloy from 2021, 2020, somewhere around there. The original shock was an X Fusion, went out within like 2 weeks, so put a Flox or a Fox float on there, and that has been wonderful. Of course, the front shock, not quite sure, 36 rock shock, still doing great. Industry 9 wheels with Hydra S hubs, Enduro S rims, and straight pole spokes. The, like I said, Maxxis Minion DHF 29 by 2.3. When I actually got the wheels, I had to also get a new cassette because the original wheels used a Shimano driver, so I had to replace it. The cassette that used a SRAM XC driver. So I'm gonna wait for this guy to get ahead of us because I'm a pretty slow rider actually, but
Y'all good?
Yep, doing good. Yeah, you too, man. Man, as a bike nerd, it's really cool to see all the different bikes out here. All the carbon fibers, the Trek EX fuels. I mean, it's just pretty incredible. But a lot of e-bikes. I don't think we're supposed to have e-bikes out here, but I do see a lot of them. In the end of the day, if you're riding them responsibly, and especially if you're an elder, I got no problem with them. But all right, well, I'm gonna keep going. Holy crap. Lost the visor. Somebody, I think mine might have popped down. Oh, we're good. Yeah, it happens. Must have just snapped off or something. Somebody crashed. But it's not gonna be me today. Hopefully. But yeah, those little turns like that would have been nearly impossible with my other tires. They were rough, that's for sure. I do have these aired down a little bit lower than most people would ride their tires on. But that's just because out here on the sand, you gotta stay on top of it. So you gotta float on top of it. So you gotta increase your surface area a little bit more. That's just a standard off-road thing. If you're even, not besides mountain bikes, if you're just out four-wheeling anything, it's a good thing to do so you don't sink in. I haven't hit a whole lot of jumps because I'm still not super confident with landing them. But it's a beautiful day to be out here. Getting to the colder season of the Arizona, I guess the whole United States, but it does get a little chilly out here than I was ever anticipating. We'll get 50s, 60s, but it's nothing compared to Montana right now. hear my brake caliper on my front touching a little bit. I'll just squeeze it real hard. See if it's something with the caliper or if the disc went out. I got a tuning fork back at my house, so that won't be a hard problem to fix. Little bunny hop. Oh, that was not good. That's usually what would happen on every turn with my old tires, but that was just poor judgment on my part this time. Also, I might be hyping these up a little bit too much, but it could also be the fact that I'm getting to be a little bit more experienced now, even though it's still my third ride, but getting to be a bit of a better rider, so it could be making the turns and everything easier, solving the problems. But 4-year-old tires, those are definitely old and they needed to go. I also ride this bike around campus to get from class to class. So I was waiting to change the tires out until my next ride. And I did, took it yesterday, last night. Took it for a spin, and man, they were new tires. They were, because most of the campus is just going to be asphalt and concrete, and that concrete was super slick. It was rough, but I had to take it for a ride to get all the sealant shaking around in the tires. So I went over to the skate park, hit a few jumps over there, took a really tight turn, and the front slipped out on me, and I wasn't even hitting the brake any. But you know, this is the part about Red Mountain Rush that is just beautiful. So much, so enjoyable. Man, I love that part. Build up low speed to get up that. It's awesome. There's so many parts about Hawes Trail Lines that is just like so amazing. Community is just great out here for this stuff. I'm usually a pretty shy guy, so I don't talk to a whole lot of people, but when I do, it's always a positive experience. So look here at my brake. So that was almost done with Red Mountain Rush. Almost. So we still got to go through that section, and that is where the Sisters Loop is. Okay, so the way I'm seeing it now, the brake caliper looks, no, not the caliper, the disc looks fine. the caliper is a little bit out of whack. And this is why I got my little handy dandy toolkit here. Yeah, first time I was out here with the other Devon, didn't have a spare tire, and I had to go off the trail a little bit to get out of somebody's way. And I think I ran right over a cactus needle. Not an entire cactus, I wouldn't have done that, but I hit a needle and blew my front tire, and he was just, man, Devon went way out ahead of me, and I was like struggling keeping up, thinking, wow, I don't even feel that tired, but just because I blew the front tire, it was just flat. Hey?
All good?
Yep. Yeah, my front brake is just touching a little bit, so.
Yeah. Do you know what the best way to get to the top of Red Mountain is from here?
Oh, from here? I'm not sure. I come back from where Wild Horse is, and I go all the way around.
That Alp, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way I do it, but I always start out over there.
Faster, or is it the best way? It's Wild Horse.
Yeah, let's go straight up Red Mountain Rush.
No,
that
I mean,
way.
like, to cut to that backside, is it this High Noon or that Wild Horse?
Ooh, I think High Noon. I got my phone with the maps pulled up on it. I can take a look. Yeah. Okay.
We're all good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a very experienced rider out here, so I don't know a whole lot around the place, but
Same here, that's the fun of it.
right.
Get lost a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try this new trail. Cool. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, like I was saying, everybody's positive out here, so. And the bike, that was another really nice bike. So right now all I'm doing is trying to center the caliper around the disc where it's at, and hopefully that'll solve my problems. At least get it better till I can get back. Because when I got the new brake pads, I had to adjust these two, adjust where the calipers were at. The back one was actually spot on, but the front one needed a little bit of help. So I think that's what happened. I must not have gotten them tightened out all the way. They might have hit a rock, something like that. I don't see any damage on it, so I don't think I hit anything with it. Okay, so that sounds actually worse, but so that sounds pretty good. I almost wish there was a way to have the spacer mounted separately, because the problem is the bolt has to go all the way through there, so it wobbles as you're trying to tighten it down. But if it was half that size, then that wobble would be significantly less, so it'd be a little bit easier to get it adjusted properly. Because right now the way it is, you get it set one way and you're looking at it and it looks perfect, and then you tighten it down and it shifts it. Alright, sweet. So that'll... I probably should tighten it down a little bit more. I think it'll be alright. So hopefully that'll do good for now. Good. How are you? Excuse me.
Coming, never caught her. How do you feel?
Good. Better than the last time we rode it. Good.
Cindy mentioned she wants to apologize to you for having her on.
Okay, so the camera died back there. It's all good because it was just after that, just a little trail to get over this one. This is the Twisted Sisters downhill one. I'm never very fast on this one, but we'll see how it goes. The front brake also seems to be fixed now, so we're good. Oh, quite the quad workout on this one. Looks like there's nobody behind us, so it's my only concern. There's a little jump. Okay. Some good air time on that one. It was almost a bad landing. That was a bad landing. Oh, that was bad. Back tire hit that rock. I don't know how I came out of that. Actually, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna move that rock. I mean, it was a bad line for me anyways, but still.